What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Raphael's Insights. Welcome. I welcome you in to the world of the esoteric, the divine, the beautiful. You guys, spirituality is very beautiful, and I always say it, and I always repeat it here on my intro, because I want you to realize that spirituality can be scary. It can, but once you realize that, once you feel that fear, once you feel whatever is around, because let me tell you right now, you guys, you might be watching me right now, and there's an entity sitting literally right next to you, or right behind you, or in your room, wherever you're watching me, and you don't know, but it's not doing anything to you right now. So what's the point? Even if you were able to see it, it's not going to do anything to you, whether it knows you can see it or not. It's literally the same outcome, you guys, other than they'll maybe try to talk to you a little bit more than if you didn't know that they were there. But yeah, you guys, anyways, welcome back to Raphael's Insights, you guys. So you guys, I just want to really quickly touch up something. I put a new link on my description below, and please, you guys, go follow every single platform. I made it super easy for you. All you got to do is click that link, and it's called All My Links, and literally has every single platform that you can possibly follow me. For those who do not have Instagram, I made a Facebook specifically for you. I deleted my old Facebook and I made a brand new one where I'm going to dedicate my time. I'm going to post more for you guys, and every single platform I'm going to post something different. It's not all going to be the same. So if you're not following me on one platform, then you're missing out on like so much information, you guys. So yes, you guys, please follow me, support me on every single platform I have. Instagram, business, both business and personal. I have a Facebook now that you can follow. The links are literally below. I have the TikTok that you can follow me on. And I started this new thing where I'm going to be doing TikTok lives, and I'm going to be answering questions. I'm going to be literally, like, let's say you ask, am I going to be rich and famous, right? And that's your question. Your answer, and I just pull out a card and I just answer you. Your answer would be, there's some really good deals coming your way and things like that. But it's based off of what I feel when I see a card, and the energy that I read off of the card. Not really what the card means. It's more so the energy that it puts out. And you're gonna notice if you go on there that a lot of people are sending currencies on TikTok currencies. And it's because we did discuss this, and they already know that, because at first I was just kind of like, just answering random, but sometimes there's some really important questions. And if your question is important, or you really want to get my attention, you can send me that TikTok currency, and I would feel, and I do feel, that I owe you an answer, because you're obviously paying for it. And I'm really grateful for everything that you guys send me on there. Everyone who has been a part of it. And I would be really it would be really amazing if you guys were to join that TikTok live. I did one on Instagram. The only thing is that on Instagram is a little harder for me to choose you, because now I'm just choosing randomly. There's no way for you to get my attention, really. But that's one really good thing that we discussed, and I discussed with the current followers that were attending, the current believers, Raphael's insiders, I guess you could call them. So yeah, you guys. But anyways, again, follow me on all my social medias. Made it super easy. Just follow it. Click on that, all my links on my description below, and it'll take you to all my links, and you can follow literally every single one of them. But anyways, you guys, let's get started with these predictions. So you guys, the three main cards that are going to be ruling this entire rest of the month, and it's going to be intense, you guys. It's going to be in these next couple of months, the next couple of weeks, is going to be a battle for power. The devil is definitely going to be very present, whispering in people's ears, definitely influencing people more, making that anger that people have kind of rise more. Right now, and like I've said it on my live, right now, the good energies are literally right here, and the negative energies are way up here. What does that mean? The reason we keep seeing accidents this month, and the reason we keep seeing both water and sky accidents, planes falling, accidents in the water. And if you pay attention, there's been many accidents in the water. There was that boat that exploded, and that caused that fire. There was that plane crash that fell in the lake. There was the Rivera situation that she sadly drowned, and I will be talking about her in a second. There was the water coming out of the ocean, and there was the starfish and everything that was like that the water was spitting out. There's reasons for that, you guys. whenever there's so much hate, there's so much anger in the world, and right now there's so much anger in the world based off of what happened to Breonna Taylor, which I do see her getting justice. Again, remember, this is the judgment year, this is the justice year, but I'll touch up a little bit on that a little bit later as well. All this anger and protesting and being just there's so much hate and anger in the world, racism, you guys. When there's so much anger in the world and it's like worldwide, or it's just so much and concentrated in a state or in a place or wherever it is, this energy rises and it rises and it rises until it infects the sky, which means there's going to be accidents, planes falling, aircrafts falling, people dying from heights. There's going to be really intense, really strange, really just accidental accidents, and this comes from the hate and the anger. We don't really realize that we influence a lot of the world when we are angry. When the world is angry, we influence the nature, the energy, and that's why the water is so charged up with negative energy, because water has absorbed a lot of that anger, and that's why we saw it coming out of the ocean. That's why we saw it coming out in the beginning of the month. So definitely there's some really important cards that are going to be ruling. You have the Death card, you have the Tower, and you have the Justice. There's other cards, but let's just get on with it, because I'm ranting. I know, I'm sorry, you guys. I have this little list that I made on my computer, and I have it down here. I'm gonna be going one by one. So very first thing, vision during live. If you were a part of my live yesterday, you saw me just out of nowhere just blank out. Like, I was talking, and then all of a sudden I was just like zoned out, and I stayed quiet, and afterwards I was like, I'm sorry, you guys, I'm sorry that I just did that. You guys all just witnessed me get a vision right now, and I'll tell you exactly what happened. I heard a loud ringing, and every time the angels want to talk to me, my ears will start ringing, and then they'll approach me, and then they'll start speaking, and they'll start giving me messages, and that's usually how it goes. Visions, that's usually how they come, depending on the situation. If it's through an emergency or something like that, it'll definitely come like that. And when I heard that ringing, it wasn't like a regular like high-pitched ringing. It was more like an explosion and then a ringing, and that right there tells me that there's going to be catastrophes, explosions. If we seen the one that happened with the boat, and somebody asked me about the one that happened with the boat, and the one that happened with the boat was just like a sign. There's always a sign before something bigger happens, and that's what it was. It was a sign that there's more explosions. And I was just looking at UK's news on world news on my computer, and UK said that there was, I think it was the UK, there's a plane that just got stopped because they found a note that there was a bomb on the plane, I think on a toilet seat. And I did talk to you about how I did see terrorist attacks in the UK, and I saw terrorist attacks for July, and I still see them. I definitely feel that this explosion that happened with that boat is a terrorist attack. I haven't looked into it, but that's definitely what I feel. I bet I probably am wrong because I haven't really looked into it, but who knows? That's just what I feel, and I'm gonna roll with it. There's definitely terrorist attacks coming. That explosion, it wasn't like something small exploding. It was something big exploding. So definitely there's catastrophes. There's a lot of chaos in the air. There's a lot of danger kind of lurking, and more than anything, I keep seeing a building explode, but it can definitely be anything exploding, from a car exploding, from vehicle exploding, from a bomb exploding, from an airplane exploding in the air, from aircraft, I should say, from a boat exploding, and things like that. Definitely see more catastrophes coming. The crazy things that we've seen so far in July, it's definitely not it yet. There's still more. So definitely things to watch out for. So let me just talk to you about the Justice, though. The Justice right here, you guys, this card right here, the Justice. This card right here tells me, and when it manifested to me, it manifested like this, which talks about racism. And this here says that racism is going to spark up very, very high again. There's going to be anger. There's going to be protesting. Protesting is not going to stop. But I told you once already, nature is going to remind us to become more united. Nature is what's going to remind us to stop all this hatred and to remember that we are human. And we're going to see a lot of weird things. I've already talked to you about how there's going to be so much weird things in the skies in different states and different countries and things like that. We're going to be seeing weird things, and they're going to continue for the next couple of months. Weird things reminding us that we're human, from meteorites falling really intensely, from the weather being really aggressive, nature being really aggressive, a lot of devastating deaths that are coming from that. A huge amount of deaths are coming from that. There's definitely a hurricane that's going to really cause a lot of damage, and the way it's being projected is, and the way they're telling me, it's going to come from around Puerto Rico all the way up to Texas. It's going to be really, really strong. Hopefully it's not, and we'll cut that vision out, because like this is how you cut visions. But like I said, it's not my decision, and it's not my decision if it changes either. But that's what I'm seeing right now, and I'm only here to tell you what I see. So definitely, this right here, this card here tells me that not only is there racism that's going to be like really sparked up, another hate crime is going to happen, some more protesting. I see protesting with teachers too. I know that the LA district just shut down schools through fall till next year, and definitely I did see LA district not opening till next year, but that's not going to be the case for other districts around the world, around the countries of the United States, around the states. It's not going to be the same thing around the cities, districts. It's not going to be the same thing everywhere. There's going to be some that are going to be pushed to go back to school or get fired. Is kind of what's going to come up, and I see a lot of teachers getting together to protest, so that's something else that I do see. But protesting, energy of protesting is going to be, there's more people that are going to start protesting for many different causes. There's still protesting happening for many different causes, and that's how you know there's changes, radical changes, dramatic changes coming into this world, into pretty much, we're going to start next year like new. I definitely still see that there's huge changes coming, dramatic changes to the United States. But this card here not only tells me that there's a lot of racism, this card here says that more political, more powerful people will fall, that the justice, the sword of justice will continue to bang and cut and slice every single powerful person that did something wrong. I do see a bunch of powerful people falling real soon. And when we talk about Maxwell, when we talk about Maxwell, I already see someone watching her. I already see someone wanting to kill her. Hopefully she's able to give out her information that she has before they do that. But I definitely see death lurking around the corner for her. And I'm going to be praying for protection, because this stuff needs to come out. People that did some horrible things need to fall. And I'm going to be praying for her, and I'm going to be asking the angels and God to protect her till she could spill that information, because there's so many powerful rich people from Wall Street to Washington, from Hollywood and so forth. So many powerful people, so many powerful companies. Something that we don't really think about. Companies. So many powerful names. Companies that we're gonna see fall. And another thing that does come through is that more businesses are gonna close. And I know that I've been doing readings for people, and I have seen that energy of justice and judgment is really becoming really intense right now, and it's because COVID is just going to continue to spread. That's something else that does come up. But definitely more teachers are going to be upset, because they're going to be pushed to go back to school and teach in class. That's something that is coming up. LA district, it made it, they chose the right decision, but that's not going to be the case in different locations. So when we talk about Naya Rivera, and I'm not going to talk about whether that's her body and that's not her body, because obviously I think the police already confirmed that was her. And my heart goes out to the family. It's such a devastating accident, such a devastating thing to have to experience your son, your daughter, your family member pass away, or learn that your family member passed away, and it's very sad. But that right there, I'm not going to talk about what happened. Definitely she drowned by accident. But I do see that she was there because she had gotten into an argument, or she was there because she was feeling really depressed, really emotional, and she was just trying to get away and kind of like go out to think. And sadly, the energies of negativity, that devil, that really evil energy just claimed her and just did not want to let her out of the water. And again, when I talk about this, is that I did see that she was still hurting from past relationships. I did see that she was still very depressed, and that she was struggling with a lot of things. That's why she was out there. She was trying to clear her head, and definitely It's something very, very sad. It's something that no parent should ever experience. And I'm sorry to her mother. I'm sorry to her family that this is something that they have to go through, especially in such a tough year, especially in such a dramatic year. Um, the next thing that I want to talk about, you guys, the next thing that I definitely want to talk about is this card right here, the devil. The devil is going to continue to claw at powerful people, that the energies the reason I say claw at powerful people, it's because the devil isn't clawing to remove them. The devil is clawing to put thoughts into their head and make them think that they're God, that they're supposed to be, that they're supposed to be the ones in power. Remember, I've already talked about Putin, how I've been telling you that I've been seeing things like moving in the dark, that I've been seeing movement, and I definitely do see movement. Uh, Putin, Putin is out to get Trump and the president. You could say Putin does not want to support Trump. And remember, I keep telling you that the people who put him in power do not want to support him anymore, and that's why I don't see him winning so far. But he is very, very good at manipulating people. He's very, very good at at just bringing in very dark things to give him what he wants. And definitely this card here says that he's already trying to help him to win. There's something else that's going to come up that's going to make him look like, again, like, oh my God, maybe we should vote for him again. But that's something else that, do I see him winning? I don't see him winning right now, because Putin is going to take away that protection, that safety that they put on him to win. They don't want him to win again. They definitely feel like he was a mistake. Talking about the most powerful people, there's going to be famous people. There's going to be people of political power. There's going to be people of very powerful companies that will come down. Their truth are going to be exposed. And even and no one, again, I will repeat it to you, no one is safe. The lies, the betrayals, they can't stay hidden no more. This whole Wayfair thing that happened, and that people are realizing that there's something iffy about that. This whole Wayfair thing that happened, and I know a lot of people are not convinced, but I'll tell you right now that I do see that there's something iffy with that, and I do see that they're doing whatever people are thinking they're doing. Again, this card here is guiding people to realize things. This card here is telling us that there's going to be dramatic changes. They're telling us that things are going to get better, and again, there's two different energies. There's the devil, who's whispering to very powerful people to take power, to make movements, to take countries, to attack other countries. And then there's this one here that's trying to combat this and make people realize what powerful people that we praise have been doing. And that right there definitely says it, that there's gonna be a lot. There's these next couple of days, these next couple of months are going to be very, very intense. There's so much intense energy, accidents, like I said, powerful people again falling, either dead, either arrested. Their truths are going to come out. That's the end of at the end of the day, that's the truth. The truths are going to come out. They're going to roll out. There's no way they can keep that a secret anymore. And Maxwell, I already see someone lurking behind her that's trying to kill her. But do I see her getting to expose some people? I do see her exposing some people, but not everybody. I still see some people very, very powerful staying hidden. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully they all get exposed. Hopefully the devil doesn't win, but definitely I do see her exposing some truths about certain people, some truths to finding out who all was involved with the Epstein thing. There is so much that is going to be happening. There's another thing that is being revealed to me. There's going to be a lot of powerful people, again, being removed. And when I talk about powerful people, I'm talking about political people, deaths, unexplained deaths, being arrested, truths that they've been stealing from the city, from their own state. They've been doing some illegal things, and they're going to be knocked out. But what does that mean? It means that there's really strong changes coming, changes that are going to bring us and bring us to higher levels of positivity, of good energy. It means that the next people that take over are going to be very good and make very positive changes. For Mexico, I do see a dramatic positive change to laws, to the way they do things. I see good things coming to Mexico, and I see good things coming to the Americas. But right now, that's why everything is so crazy, because that everything gets crazy before the storm is over and good things start rolling out. But right now, it's like we're still dealing with the horrible. One more thing that does come up. I know I've talked about that. I see another virus. The number three plays a huge factor this year. The number three. The reason I say the number three is because there's still one more that's gonna come out. I know there's been the bubonic plague, and some other one, and then there's still one more that's actually gonna come out and spread, or it's either gonna be that one, the new one that's gonna come out and spread again, or the bubonic plague is gonna spread. There's one more. Coronavirus wasn't it for us. There's still something else that's lurking around the corner. There's still something else that's gonna attack us, and this is definitely for us to prevent. It's not to be freaked out. It's not to be scared. It's to prevent and make decisions for our families, decisions for our health, because there's powerful people that want they want a huge number of people dead. So that's definitely something for you to watch out for. But definitely, you guys, recapping on what I said, visions during the live, I see explosions again, airplanes, aircrafts, boats, buildings. More than anything, I see a building exploding. Powerful people falling, famous people, governmental people, world leaders, whether it's people of Hollywood or powerful companies, they're going to be falling because of the things that they've been doing, whether arrested, dead, or just overthrown. Racism is going to be sparked again. A lot of hate and anger is going to be sparked again. He's lurking again. The devil is lurking again to make people upset and angry. And again, it makes sense, because what did we just do in California? We went into that stay-at-home order, and people are going to be pissed. There's going to be people that are going to be pissed all over the United States too. It's not just California that's going to be issued to stay at home. Texas, you're next. You're one of the next ones. There's many other states that are going to be put out a stay-at-home order again. And remember, again, the number three is playing a huge factor this year, which says there's 3 waves. And when I say 3 waves, the third one is going to be the most intense, and it's going to be the most vicious. It's going to be the one that takes the most lives. But it's going to be the last one. It's going to clear out the coronavirus. Also, you guys, this September is definitely when the cure is going to come out, when the vaccine is going to come out. If it doesn't, I'm going to be really upset, because they need to stop playing with us. And it makes me so upset. And I hate that they're doing this to us, and I'm seeing them doing this to us. But what can I do? Like, all I can do is just talk to you guys. Teachers protesting, definitely, teachers, be careful, because there's going to be certain districts that are going to want to push you to school. Naya Rivera, again, my heart goes out to your family, to her. May she rest in peace. Please give her the peace that she needs. She was suffering a lot. She had some mental problems that she did not ever cope with. There was things that she struggled with that she did not talk about, that I can feel, that I can see. Anger. If you get into an altercation, try to calm yourself down. Don't try to feed into it, because the devil's trying to manipulate people again. Putin is taking that protection away from the president, and there's that energy of he's not going to win again. But overall, you guys, these next few days, it's going to be really intense. Again, you guys, it's all for 2021 to get better. But 2021, again, I'm telling you, it's still going to be kind of rough. But there's new changes and positive changes that are going to be occurring. Right now, we're going through the worst. It's like we have to go through the worst in order to get the best, which is next year. And then again, it's like mid next year is when we start seeing really positive changes, and then like towards the end of the year, it's like a bunch of things are going to change. Again, you guys, many people will fall. This is not something that I think it's going to happen. This is something that I know. Many people will fall. Powerful people can no longer stay hidden. The truths will be revealed. And definitely stay aware of everything that's happening. All these accidents with water, that's right there is telling you that there's something really strong coming. Strong storms, earthquakes, meteorites, plane crashes, explosions. There's going to be volcanic eruptions and everything, all of the above, tornadoes. The weather's going to get really aggressive with us. Nature's going to get really aggressive with us. It's going to be really hot. It's going to be really intense, you guys. Nature is going to remind us that we need to stop hating on each other. God is going to use nature. The stars are going to be falling. The sun is going to be acting weird. And that's because nature God is using nature to remind us that we're human and that we need to calm the F down. Changes are coming. Positive changes are coming. But before positive changes will come, people have to fall. The truth has to be exposed. Again, this is a year of judgment, of justice. No, none of these people that have been hiding this many years are going to be able to stay hidden. Many people will fall. And that's the truth. Anyways, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching Raphael's Insights. Thank you so much for believing in me. Thank you so much for tuning in on me. Definitely Maxwell is gonna. Maxwell, I do see that she's gonna be able to say some stuff, but someone is definitely gonna get rid of her before she's able to expose absolutely everything. Someone to definitely be watching and see what else comes out. But the truth is gonna come out, and with that truth that she exposes, more will come out. Nothing can stay hidden. So thank you guys so much for watching me. Again, follow all my social medias, follow my Facebook, follow my personal Instagram, follow my business Instagram, follow my TikTok, follow my Snapchat. Everything is at the bottom. And definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel, you guys, so I can continue giving you these messages, continue to give you this beautiful light that I want to share with you guys. Pretty soon, you guys, I'm gonna open my store, and as it's looking right now, it's probably gonna be a lot sooner than what I was expecting. So definitely, you guys, I'll be showing my products whenever I have them ready for you. I'm gonna be showing you like little previews so you can know what I'm gonna be selling. And definitely, you guys, I'm super excited for this next chapter of my life. Definitely, God had a plan for me. And again, you guys, if you haven't been tuning into my lives, you got to tune in, because that's where I'm answering questions. If you're trying to get a hold of me, definitely go to my live, because a lot of information comes out. A lot of information, a lot of messages get answered. A lot of messages are given to you from me to you, because I'll be answering your questions. You just have to put your name, your date of birth, and your question all together, and I will answer you. But if you go on my TikTok live, you're going to need to be sending currencies, because a lot of people have been doing that. And when they do that, it's like I have to go to them. But I'm trying to keep it fair, because I'm always a fair person. I'm trying to keep it fair to where I basically choose people who are sending currencies, but randomly choose someone random that's not sending currencies every once in a while. So definitely, and if you know people who speak Spanish on my live, I can definitely answer questions in Spanish, because I do speak Spanish. I might not speak it here because I don't have the time to be constantly making different videos, because you guys already know I'm very busy. But on the lives, I can answer questions in Spanish. So let everybody know, you guys. Don't keep it to yourself. Spread the word. Let them know that I speak Spanish. Let them know that I'll answer their questions. And definitely spread the word with every single person you can, because I'm here to stay. I'm here for you. And I'm here to give you every single message, everything you ask me. And soon, you guys, I'll do a Q&A, so you guys can ask me what do you want to ask me personally about me, how I became me, and other types of questions about me. But definitely, you guys, follow every single social media and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching Raphael's Insights. See you next time. Bye.